It's Week 10 of the 2025 season, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Lions and the Commanders coming up next.
We are approximately 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, Commanders Field in Landover, Maryland. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about this Commanders team coming into play here today.
Now, they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive.
They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And this will wind up a Lions first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
The tight end in motion right. Goff now to throw.
That's complete to Laporta.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Williams, a man in motion right. Here's Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Second down and a yard.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Again, Goff.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely, as one of the better coaches in the league always tells me. On offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in 1 uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Will Harris there to make the play. Here's 2nd and 10. You talk about this Washington defense.
And they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll try to run wide side with Montgomery. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now a play fake, and it's gone.
To the sideline and incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon.
A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Commanders making their way out.
And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their 1st drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Now Goff.
He's got right on the short throw.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
They'll send the tight end in motion.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
Oh, nice move. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Off play action. Here's Goff. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. Didn't march to the end zone the last time out.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. On 4th down, on is Jake Bates for the Lions field goal.
From the right hash, this from 44 yards out.
Bates' kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2.
They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 23 carries, 67 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now.
Here's 3rd and 9. To throw is Daniels.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Marcus Davenport able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded at about the 28. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over.
They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. He'll get this to about the 38.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
In motion, the tight end.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a 1st down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Trying the left side with Gibbs.
And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Play action. It's Goff.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Here's Goff.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And that is no good. And the lead will hold at 10.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Well, here we go on the next drive for Washington.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
3rd down and 10. Daniels looking to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out.
He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
This to the sideline and over everybody, incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me.
And they'll send Williams in motion right. Here's Goff. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Throwing again is Goff.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
In motion goes the tight end. To throw is Goff.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 14.
That third down conversion good for 23.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. David Montgomery, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
No problem there on the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Washington offense back out there. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
Breaks through the contact. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
This is taken at about the 14.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
Jahmyr Gibbs and the Lions offense getting set once again.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Gibbs straight ahead.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. Now Goff.
Right side to Williams.
He's still on his feet. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
On the give, here's Gibbs.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
And he missed it. It's no good, and the lead will stay put at 17. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
The Commanders preparing for their next possession.
And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And a solid run down inside the 30.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Samuel in motion. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here's Daniels.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
To the air goes Daniels.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
Throwing now is Daniels.
On the screen, this is Eckler. But he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Daniels.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed.
And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
Open man right side is St. Brown.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Goff. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now it's Goff.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Goff throwing again.
St. Brown making the catch on the out route.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down.
From the 50, it's Goff.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. More from you and Charles in a bit. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here in the late window. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, where it was the Dolphins who were able to pick up the victory at home. Tua Tagovailoa leading the way there as the win gets his guys back to 500 on the year. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting New Orleans Saints. Spencer Rattler, strong in the victory, as his guys looked better than a team that had won just 1 game coming in. Lastly, let's get you way up to Seattle. See what's happening with the Seahawks. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Kyler Murray, sharp in the victory, as his guys get back within a game of 500. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the 3rd quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. They're going to go toss right side with Eckler. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Second and 12 at the 40-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
At the 35-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's Tressway now as he's on for the 5th time here today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Taking it about the 16. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give him 9, though, on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Lions offense and Jared Goff set to take over once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. Quick toss by Goff is complete, and he'll be out right at the 35.
Eligible receiver downfield. Offense.
So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official.
Still 1st down.
From the gun, here's Goff. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gibbs. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
86 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Goff now looks to throw.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. To the air again. Goff.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. Goff now to throw.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Here we go on 4th. Goff.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
This to Laporta, right side.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride, and I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm, they've been sharp, they've been on it, and they pick up another first down there.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Goff now looking to throw. And it's caught.
And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
1st and goal, Detroit.
They'll try to run this one in. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Here's Goff. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Great coverage down in the end zone. He's scanning the field, looking. No one ever came open. So in the end, he makes the best decision and just fires it over the end line.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues.
The Washington offense set to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
2nd and a couple. They go play action. Daniels.
And that is incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
31-yard line.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Open man is Osborne. He's got it.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Daniels looking to throw. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
Up the middle with Eckler. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So that last penalty making this 3rd down much more manageable. 3rd down, 4 yards to go.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. First catch of the game there for Samuel, and it results in a first down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now at Commanders Field. It's the Commanders in possession of the football, but they trail as we start this 4th quarter. To throw is Daniels. Rotates Ertz going across the middle.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, a 22.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up.
Eckler again, but he will go backwards as he stopped for a loss.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. There to get a hand in and knock that one away, DJ Reed.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
The Lions offense and Jahmyr Gibbs headed back onto the field. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Still 2nd down.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff.
He's got this to Williams, complete.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 27 yards there, a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
as they're down to the 29-yard line. Here's Goff.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now a play fake, and it's Goff. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Out is Jake Bates to try the field goal.
This to make it a 3-score game late.
Bates' kick is good,
and that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Off the play fake, Daniels.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Eckler now between the tackles.
And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31.
Alex Anzalone on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Throwing now is Daniels. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
They bring pressure there on 3rd down, but this is a nice job of picking it up and making sure their guy has time to deliver the football. And they wind up getting the 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Now Daniels.
This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Got him in. It's Brown.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. To the air goes Daniels. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. And the Lions are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
To Montgomery to begin the drive.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
On third down, here's Gibbs. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. Third down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the first down.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Daniels. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A gain of 6. And a Washington first down.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete. Nearly intercepted. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. On the screen, this is Eckler. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Daniels going to throw for it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
14 yards. And the Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Powers through. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
4 yards on the pickup.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That is caught. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Washington Commanders.
On 1st down, Felton. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Operating from the gun, Daniels finding McCaffrey on the slant. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw. Daniels. Touchdown, Washington. Deebo Samuel, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Commanders are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Hand off now to Gibbs. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he will have a Lions first down. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Goff with a kneel down here, and that should put a conclusion to this one. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
Oh, the trip home, so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So for Detroit, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Commanders, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.